Good afternoon and welcome to NYFP. The earnings season is well underway. Joining me this afternoon is Brian Barnier of Value Bridge Advisors, and he'll give us a reality check as the earnings season kicks off. Good afternoon, Brian. Thanks for joining.
Glad to be here.
Well, so far we've had some financials as well as Alcoa reporting earnings this week, and we've also had interim reports out from Chevron and a surprise guidance cut out from UPS today. And given that ahead of a lot of companies reporting their earnings, we've been getting several downgrades from analysts, so it does make us think about valuation for companies. But what should investors out there be looking for right now?
So that's a great question, because a lot of this is trader buzz here, but for investors, you're absolutely right. The downgrades over the past year have been almost 4%, about 3.84%. So it's coming down, and we want to look at the big trends, because here it's revenue rules. Because we're all looking for that top line, because that's the one that's really connected to the economy far more so than the earnings. And on that point in time, right now, when we look at sales, the price to sales ratio, we're up at levels of late 2007. So that's way high up there in the stratosphere, and that's why everybody's got their eye on this.
And Brian, you bring up an important point. Given that expectations have been scaled back, any upside surprises will be good. But when you mention revenue, what specifically are you looking at?
So when we take a look at this, we want to look at the trends across the industries and the sectors, but we're looking at the things that are really driving that economic engine. Because what we're seeing happening is that instead of this managing the margin kind of thing, gross margins are actually compressing. They're going down below 50% on average for the S&P 500. Net income GAAP basis is coming up toward 10%. So there's a lot of cutting going on there. And when they take that cutting out, what is that? That's plant and equipment investment, and that's labor wages. And of course, that's not a good thing for the economic cycle.
You brought up a lot of key points right there, but heading into next week, we have several financial companies, technology companies, and key Dow components reporting. So when you're looking at the earnings, how do you sift through that data?
So there's a couple things that we want to do. The first piece I mentioned, we have to really look, and the retail investor sitting at home has to read to the bottom of the release and then go pull the 10Q report. Because you want to find out what's contaminating that. One measure that Zacks uses, for example, is this earnings pureness. They can look at the income before all the non-recurring items to the gap piece, and we're seeing that contamination. We're seeing those special things go up. Of course, they spike in extraordinary times, so they got to look for that. So look at each layer coming down, pay a special attention to cash flow to see where they're at.
And now that you've highlighted those important points, when investors are getting a reality check, what exactly should they be checking?
So we want to be able to, a great way is to look at these expectations numbers that are coming out. We've already talked about how they've come down over the past year, but another simple way you can do it is by looking at the ratio of the 12 trailing months to the forward months. Now right now, that ratio is off by about 7% or so. So that means a little bit of optimism out there. And when you look at the analyst estimates, they're looking at an uptake in earnings of about 5%, but that's on 4% decrease in sales 12 months forward. So those are the kinds of things I want to do to get that real reality check. Think about which companies are going to benefit or be hurt in that. And also remember, it's a little bit like the prisoner's dilemma game. If I cut my costs, then what's that going to do to somebody else? And that's the struggle that the whole economy is in right now.
And Brian, last but not least, before I let you go for today's interview, you mentioned trader buzz, and when we're reading business headlines or hearing a lot of the talking heads talk about earnings reports, we might just hear bits and pieces of what's really going on. But what are some overall trends that you're seeing?
The kinds of things that we want to take a look at right now, of course, the big buzz is all around the Fed stuff. And that is just, the noise coming out of that is amazing. And you heard it in the press conference, if you go back and look at the June 19th conference, because you hear the chairman answering the same question over and over and again. That gets passed through the headlines, that gets out on the trading floor, and that's real difficulty. So what I'd ask everybody to do on that is go read the press release that just came out the other day, and then watch the video conference over again from a month ago, because that's the order in which they were originally written. And you'll find there's a lot of consistency, and the chairman's analogy about the accelerator is very good. And I'd carry it one step further. It's not just you're backing off and on, but you're doing it in view of the economy, what that racetrack looks like, and you're not going to keep your foot on if your car's going to fly off the track.
Okay, Brian, well, that's very educational. So thank you so much for all your insight, and thanks for giving us a better analysis of what to look for in those earnings reports.
Glad to be here.